What's poppin'? It's your boy Young Burnt Toast, aka Young Burger Patty. Nobody wants beef, bright and early. Now listen, man, before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know something, okay? If you can't read or you can't see and you don't want to be spoiled, I'm here to verbally tell you, get up out of here. All right, skedaddle. Because if somebody spoils you, it's not gonna be me, I promise you. Now that the people that don't want to be spoiled are gone, I can talk to the rest of you guys. Listen, bro, the Pokedex leaked and somebody's gonna leave this video mad. It's just inevitable because there's only 400 Pokemon in the entire Pokedex in the game, which means more than 500 Pokemon are missing. Now the thing about that is, until we get an actual game dump, we don't know who's actually missing from the game. And what I mean by that is, just because the Pokedex has 400 Pokemon in it, doesn't mean there's not more than 400 Pokemon in the game. Pokemon like Mew are not in the Pokedex, but we know Mew is in the game already. So until we get an actual game dump and can see the files of the Pokemon, we don't actually know for certain who's not even possible to be in the game, if that makes any sense. So the Pokedex has 400 Pokemon in it, which means more than 500 are missing. But like I said, until we actually get a game dump, we don't know how many of those 500 are actually just wiped out of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Anyways, before we get into that, I do want to go over the brand new Pokemon that leaked before the actual full Pokedex leak, because there's some designs that we haven't actually covered on this channel yet. So I'm going to get to the last of those, and then we're going to look at the Pokedex, and then we're going to look at the list of missing Pokemon. And then I have an entire compiled list of every Pokemon that has been revealed to be brand new in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So let's go ahead and hop right in. So this Pokemon right here, I don't know if you guys remember Appleton and Flapple. Flapple? Was it Frapple or Flapple? Anyways, Appleton and Flapple are the grass and dragon types that we saw before, but this here is Appleton, and he's actually a split evolution. Now, split evolution is, think Poliwag and Politoed and Poliwrath. So Poliwag can either evolve into Poliwrath or into Politoed. Slowpoke can either evolve into Slowbro or into Slowking. Oddish can either evolve into Vileplume or Blossom. It's similar to that. So I actually like that because it just gives you more options. You can choose whether you want the big bulky one or you can choose if you want the offensive one. It's cool. It's always cool to have more options, and it's cool when you can actually choose which path you want to take. Usually one Pokemon is always much better than the other one. So hopefully that's not the case here. But we have seen some kind of Gigantamax form for this Pokemon. I'm not quite sure if this is the Gigantamax form of Flaplin or if this is the Gigantamax form of Appleton, but either way, one of the Pokemon in this family does get a Gigantamax, and this is exactly what I was talking about. One of them's always way better. Why would you not pick the one that can Gigantamax? I just don't get it. Next, we actually have an old Pokemon that we saw already, but it looks a little bit different, right? This is Elector Ox if its electricity runs out. So apparently it has kind of a form. When its electricity runs low, it adopts this form. This is the low electricity form, and it's actually just a pure poison type at this point. So it seems like its electricity can run out or something, and he just becomes straight up poison. I don't know how that works. It's very interesting. Never really seen a Pokemon with a mechanic like that, right? I'm actually very interested to see how that works and how it plays out for this Pokemon. There's got to be a pro and a con. Obviously, the con is he loses his electric type, but what's the pro here? Is there any pro? Maybe he's really strong and that's how they have to keep him in check. Who knows, man? I think that's really cool, though. I've never seen that before. Next, we have a picture of Zamazenta without its armor. So this is what Zamazenta actually looks like when it doesn't have its armor. It looks pretty cool. I actually like it better like this. And then of course we have a picture of it with its armor on. We all thought that he just walked around with that shield on his face all day. Like, we were like, how does he eat? How does he sleep? But he can take it off. So that's pretty cool. Next we have a more clear image of Eternatus. Looks like a fucking virus. This looks like an Ultra Beast, bro. What the hell is this? This shit is crazy. We also have a more clear picture of his Gigantamax form, which I don't know if this is his Gigantamax form. I'm assuming it is. this Starship Enterprise here with its big ass hand sticking out. I'm assuming that this is actually its Gigantamax form. I don't know if it is or not. Something's going on here though. Something is absolutely going on here. Next, we have a better image of the Electric Urchin Pokemon that we saw before. I don't really know what to say about this thing. An Electric Urchin, it seems like it doesn't evolve either. It's also not a water type, so it's very odd to me seeing aquatic animals that aren't water types, but you know, you can't have them all be water types. There's so many animals in the ocean, so it's easy to base Pokemon off of them. And if they were all water types, then half the game would be water types. Next up, we have something really interesting. I didn't expect this at all. So we have Galarian Yamask. He doesn't look too different from regular Yamask. His eye is a different color. And then of course, the thing he's holding up on his tail is not quite the same as regular Yamask. But his evolution, oh, I can't wait to show you guys. Bro, if this is not the craziest Pokemon I've seen in this game yet, what the fuck is this? This Pokemon is crazy. This is the craziest Pokemon I've seen because it's just unexpected. What am I looking at? Look at the image on, bro, what? It's crazy. This Pokemon is crazy as hell. I was shocked when I saw this because it's just, where did this come from? I was shocked. This Pokemon's name is Runerigus. So, I guess he's based off some kind of rune, of course, it's in the name. Regular Cofagrigus is still in the game, but Galarian Yamask can evolve into this. And this Pokemon is actually Ground and Ghost, as opposed to just regular Ghost. So I think this Pokemon is really sick. If I do come across this Pokemon, it's definitely getting caught. Oh my god, this thing is crazy, dude. What is this? Moving right along, we have this Pokemon named Ice Cube. He's a penguin, and on top of his head it's just a big ass ice cube, and then there's a fuse attached to it, so it's like he's a bomb or something. He's an ice bomb. I don't know what's going on. And he also has a different form where he looks like even more of a bomb, and he's actually sad looking. Looks like he's about to blow up, and he knows his head is about to blow up if somebody lights that fuse. And he doesn't evolve. He's a standalone Pokemon. Next up, we have a better image of IDD, and we can actually see that there's gender differences here. It looks like this Pokemon kind of looks like Audino to me a little bit. I don't think it's related to Audino in any way, shape, or form, but apparently it's Ghost and apparently it's Psychic and Dark. Somebody said that in my chat. I think it's Psychic and Dark. But yeah, these gender differences look kind of weird. It kind of looks like his head got flipped around. It's like a reverse. Next up, we have a better image of the Pokemon that we thought was a caterpillar. It's really not. It's just a bunch of little goons walking together with a shield formation. So it's actually pretty cool. Look like a bunch of little Kirbys walking around. And then last but not least, we actually have a better look at the Fox Pokemon. So yeah, there's a thief theme going around. You can actually see the little boots on its feet. I didn't really notice that before because the picture we had before was so blurry, but once you get closer in on the evolved form, you can see it has a little musketeer mustache and a mask on its face, as well as little boot shoes on its legs. So I think that's really cool. Here you guys can actually see a compiled list of every single new Pokemon in the game, including Galarian forms. And including Galarian forms, there's 94 new Pokemon in the game, and excluding Galarian forms, there's 83 new Pokemon in the game. So I think that's a good number. That's actually a pretty good number, around 90, 100-ish. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. I really am. And a lot of these Pokemon look really good too. So hopefully, hopefully these Pokemon stats actually pan out, because you guys are about to see what we've all been waiting for. The Pokedex. Who is missing? Let's go ahead and find out. So here we have an entire compiled list of every single Pokemon in the actual Pokedex in the game. Like I said, this doesn't actually dictate who's missing from the game's code. More Pokemon could be coming from different areas. So until we get a game dump, we're not going to be able to actually tell you who's completely missing from the game's files. But as of right now, this is the entire Pokedex. There was a rumor going around that if you beat the game, post-game, there's a bigger Pokedex of 630 something. But the leaker said that's not true. He leaked the list himself. He gathered all the Pokemon himself. And he's the one that told us that this is the Pokedex. There's no more after this. This is every single Pokemon in the game currently. There's probably more in the game's code, like I said, because there's going to be events. There's going to be max rate Pokemon probably. But as of right now, this is what we know to be in the game. So, because we have this list, we can easily deduce what's missing. And all of these Pokemon are missing. Whose favorite Pokemon is missing from this game? Plenty. Mine is. My favorite Pokemon is not in the game. Honchkrow, I can see him. Honchkrow is right there in the middle. Second row in the middle. He's right there. I can see him. He's not in the game. Fuck. My favorite Pokemon is missing. If Galarian Darmanitan didn't exist, I'd be pretty mad right now. But Darmanitan is my second favorite Pokemon, and he got a different form in the game. So I'm not upset at that. And apparently they were saying if there's a Galarian form in the game, then the regular form is also in the game. So again, can't be too mad at that. It's crazy to see some certain Pokemon missing though. We definitely didn't think 500 Pokemon would be missing from the game. We definitely didn't think that. That is a gigantic number. That's way more than half. That is crazy. And that's 500 not even including the new Pokemon. So before the new Pokemon, bro, there was only 300 Pokemon in the game before they added the new ones. Or I should say, there was only 94 Pokemon in the game before they added the old ones. But they only added 300 of the old ones? 500 Pokemon are missing from the game? That's crazy as hell. They don't even have the Kanto starters in the game. What? Crazy, bro. Truly insane. Look how many Pokemon are missing. If your Pokemon is missing, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If your favorite Pokemon is missing from the game, go ahead and let me know in the comments. We need to cry together. We need to stay together. This is some bullshit, bro. They really Thanos snapped. They really Thanos snapped and got all these Pokemon out of here. This shit is crazy. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect the Pokedex to only have 400 Pokemon in it. And that's including the new ones. 500 Pokemon are gone? 500? That's insane. That's insane. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I need time to ponder and think about this. This is crazy. People are gonna be, bro, can you imagine when the actual game comes out? Can you imagine? People on Twitter are gonna be so pissed. It's gonna be so funny. This shit is insane. People are gonna be angry, really angry, once they find out just exactly who is missing. But anyways, like I said, I'm out of here. Make sure you buy a Pokemon Cypher shirt. It's coming out soon. And we'll go ahead and get up out of here. Goodbye.